Yeah, substitution is when you replace something with something of equal value. So if y is equal to 6x minus 11, then I can replace this y with 6x minus 11. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Because these two are equal,
Oh.
then this can turn into that.
And down.
So I'm going to rewrite the second equation as negative 2x minus 3. It's 3 times y, so it'll be 3 times 6x minus 11 equals negative.
Sweet. And that's all we have to do?
Yeah, well, this is number 1. It does get a little bit harder, but
We do it to solve it though?
yes, of course. So what would come next? Distributive property. So negative 18x, negative 3 times negative 11 plus 33.
And then we can
Add
go
the
by.
x's. No, you add the x's.
Negative 2x minus 18x can go together. Now what?
And then you subtract 33.
Yeah, now it's kind of a normal problem. I think on this worksheet, it's one of the easier ones, which means there's no fractions.
Let's go.
But when we get back into the book, there will be fractions.
No, bro.
It should be the same steps you would do.
And then x equals 2.
Okay. X is 2.
Q.
Okay, once you get x, remember there was a y, so we have to plug it back in. Where do we plug it back in? Really, any equation, but if it says y equals, this will be the easiest because, was it 2 or negative 2? Just 2. Y would equal 6 times 2 minus 11, which is 1. So you can write it like this, x equals 2, y equals 1, or you could write
So we plug it into the y equals 6x minus 11, so it would just be like y equals 12 minus 11.
Yeah.
Bro, that is so old. I forgot about that song. Did you forget about that?
On this worksheet, or this thing you did yesterday, it says solve each system graphically.
Yep.
That's just kind of graph.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Like 1 through 4 is on red paper, and then the rest is on graphic paper.
There's like 4 questions.
You could put the 4 questions on graph paper, it doesn't matter. You don't-
I low-key think the bagels they gave us in the morning are like weeks old, bro. They're gross.
They're so hard too.
They got that David.
Alright, so Paxton, what will happen on this one?
Okay, so basically, for the y spot, you would plug in negative 3x plus 5.
So I'm going to rewrite the second equation, 4x, or sorry, 5x minus 4.
Down.
5x plus 12x goes together. And we got a basic. Okay, x is 1. What am I going to do with that? Plug it in. You could plug it in the second equation, but it would be more work. If you plug it in here, negative 3 times 1 plus 5 will tell you what y equals. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, plus 5 is 2.
Let's go, bro.
2 is like the biggest answer we've had so far.
It's too easy.
I think it goes up to 9, like single digit answers basically. Number 5. Okay, this one is weird. It just says y equals -2. Paxton, I've been telling a couple other classes your what the skibbity story.
I heard. It's so. The fact that I
If you ever see him in the hallway,
I didn't expect it.
Said
All of it just turned around.
okay, what's happening on number 5 when it just says y equals -2?
You just plug in -2.
Yeah, it's basically like we've already got the y answer,
That's easy, bro.
and we have to plug it in to find the x answer. So 4 times x minus 3 times -2.
So it's just 4x plus 6.
Yeah.
I like those questions.
That might be the only one. Yeah. Okay, x equals 3. How do I find y? Nope, they just told me what it was. Trick question. Y equals -2. You could plug it in, and you would get y is -2, but you don't need to. Oh no! Oh no! Number 7. Time to panic.
Wait, isn't
Don't we just have to get it in this form?
Yeah, plus 4x for y equals 4x.
Alright, you guys ruined the surprise. You guys ruined everything. Alright, so what do we do, Clayton?
You plus 4x.
Okay, because it doesn't say y equals or x equals, I cannot use this to substitute. So how do I make it say y equals? Well, that's what we did last chapter, right?
Hey, can you use either one?
Yeah, doesn't matter. But you need to keep track which one you're using. If it says y equals, you have to plug it in for y. If it says x equals, you have to plug it in for x. Okay, now that we have a y equals equation, we can plug that in for that y. So it's -5x minus blah blah blah. Okay, so we're supposed to subtract y, which means we need to subtract all this. You guys know how to subtract all that? Like multiplying by -1, it's like distributing the minus. So minus 4x minus 6. So -5x minus 4x is you guys remember this from a couple years ago?
No.
Wait, were you here 2 years ago? Was it first? Was last year your first? So you were here 2 years ago. You don't remember it though?
Wait, like substituting?
Actually, I remember doing elimination and not understanding it at all.
Alright, well, does it make sense now?
Elimination?
This one. We haven't done
Yeah,
elimination yet.
this one makes sense. Elimination doesn't.
I remember doing
Wasn't it? I remember it was like you could choose which one you wanted to do.
It was so confusing.
But I always chose substitution because I had no idea what elimination was.
We're doing elimination on Monday. Elimination is the easier one, actually.
Stop lying.
Now that you guys are older and wiser, you will see.
You are lying to us.
Might be old, but that doesn't mean I'm wise.
Y's are, it's relative,
Do
huh?
you play Minecraft on your smart board?
Somebody knows you do.
Yep.
I caught
Okay.
it one time.
So, I'll plug -3 back here. Actually, I'm gonna put it in this one that, because that'll be the easiest. 4 times -3 is -12 plus 6 is -6. You can plug it in any equation and it should work. But some equations are easier than others to solve. All right. Shh. What do we do first on this one? Plus 5x. Yeah, this one would be much easier to get y by itself. If we try to get y by itself on the bottom one, or x, we'd have to add and divide. But on the top one, we only have to add 5x. We get y equals -2 plus 5x, or 5x minus 2. So that right there is what y equals, so I'm going to change that y into that.
You said there was no fraction?
I don't think so, no.
I got a fraction on 6.
I got a fraction on 8. I know you got a fraction.
Both wrong.
You guys want to start a Minecraft world?
No.
Yeah.
I do. But then you're the only one who doesn't want to. We should look. One of us should buy realms. I'm not bad.
Realms is where you can like play even though it's not your world, right?
Yeah. I think when you buy it, you also get like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember what, but what is it? I don't know. It's kind of like Fortnite Crew.
I'm sorry, Charles. If you buy Fortnite Crew, you have an issue.
My brother bought it a while ago, but he got. Can I fill my water bottle, Mr. Jordan?
That a clear water bottle.
It is in
I've never
I've
done
been
anything
using.
like
I've been
this
drinking
before.
water.
I'm not a cop.
Nice.
I've never done
Yeah,
anything
I was
like
talking
this
about-
before.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Alright. Yeah, see Jaden's faster when you don't wait for me. Okay.
Unless I got it wrong.
How do you know you got it wrong? Oh, you think you got it wrong?
I said I might.
-3x plus 30
Yes,
is
I did.
27x.
Never mind, I didn't because I
Yep. So far, so good.
yeah. Well, I already like added like the -3x
I have a question there.
plus 30.
Okay. Then you should have did this,
John Wall.
and then got this, and then what's 0 divided by 27?
0.
0, and then if I plug 0 right, did I erase that equation? What did I do? Oh, there it is. If I put 0 right there, 5 times 0 minus 2 is -2.
I don't know how I got that right because I put -27. But I still did all the work right.
Why'd you get negative?
Yeah, clearly not.
Can we not do the back?
There we go, bro.
Well, actually, I just want to go to 14 today.
Let's go, Mr. It is a 14 ton of day.
Because 13 is
Nonchalantly telling us that we're not going past
13 is the weird one.
That's the beginning of the edit. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go to 14 today.
Yeah, bro, that's so tough. That's so tough.
If only we put as much brain power into action.
Yeah, this is probably the easiest test we're gonna do.
That song did put another song in my head though that is like a real song.
How did it go again? How did our song go? Mr.
Oh, shoot, I forgot.
Alright, Linux, what do we do first on this one?
So let's subtract the x.
Okay,
On the top.
now, is everybody listening?
I'm
You
very-
could subtract the x, and then you'd have to divide by 3. But there is an easier way to do this one. What's the easier way?
Wait, let me look at it. You could just get rid of the y.
Okay, right. It would be easier to just get x by itself, because how would we get rid of this thing?
You just subtract it by that, and then
Right.
it's gone.
Telling me there's secret ways to do this.
So x is 1 minus 3y.
It
Okay,
would be minus 3y plus 1.
same thing. We just did that last chapter because we were doing slope intercept form. You don't have to do that. Okay, x equals this. So here's the thing though. Make sure you plug it in for
You have to
x.
plug it in on the first one, not the second.
Right. If you plug it in for y, it will screw it up. So this equation becomes I'm guessing Jade knows that song from SpongeBob somehow.
Yeah, guys, there was like this one.
All culture, history, geography, Jade knows comes from SpongeBob.
Yeah, they actually in season 5, episode 23.
Did you actually just make that up?
In 5 minutes and 21 seconds, they show it. They have that song.
All because I wrecked it.
What surprised me?
I'm actually getting good.
Pop off, Jade. Pop off.
Jade, are you gonna play this year?
Well, yeah, I don't have a choice words to do.
Who's making you?
Oh,
That's what I thought. What's your last name now?
Well, it's Boone because she
You gotta
Boone?
get the voice together to harmonize.
Yeah,
Boone?
yeah, like
B-O-O-N?
yes, bro.
Ian.
I don't know. She got married apparently. She didn't even invite me to the wedding.
How dare. You should have been the best man.
I should have. I would have been the best man.
Or the ring bearer.
Jake, you would be a good flower girl, that's about it.
Oh, roasted.
I'll take that, Jade.
Burn. Carolyn sometimes just roasts people without like reason to.
I know. And then all of a sudden too, like she won't say a single thing in the entire class, and then all of a sudden just BAM, she's there.
Like, we need to find the.
Like, where did you come from?
Okay, yes, so I'm gonna plug y is -2 right into this one, 'cause that's the easy one. 1 minus 3 times -2. That would be 1 plus 6. So x is
13.
7.
Dang it. Bro. Mr. Jordan, were you there when Corbin's little sister sang the national anthem?
When was that?
Well, I brought you
Mm-mm.
Bro,
She good?
she cooked. Like
What
she
grade
was
is she in?
good. She's like in like 4th grade.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it went, dude.
I said it's like that, but like 10 times better.
A lot more better.
10 times is a lot.
Like more like 1,000 times better.
So she'll probably be.
But they weren't even there.
Yeah, bro. Lennox didn't even show up.
Bro, I fell asleep at 7, bro.
That's your fault.
I put on my jersey and everything, and I laid in my bed for like 5 seconds.
Why don't you like put it on?
Out, like,
Did you just wake up?
That
this
was your
morning in a
mistake.
jersey?
yeah.
I wish
Not this morning. It
You
was
woke up in your jersey. That's your name one.
Yeah, what jersey were you gonna wear?
It's just an old soccer one. It's the only one I have.
Does it say view on the back?
Nope.
Okay,
It says 12.
Idiot.
what should we do on 13?
Alright, yes.
Did I copy this right? Shh.
Plus X on the bottom.
Okay, right. These x's and y's would be harder to get by themselves because we would have to divide by 3 as well as subtract. These x's and y's are easy to get by themselves because they have no coefficient besides 1.
Takes less brain power to do a lot.
Takes less work. So let's get this y by itself. Y equals x plus 3. So I'm going to substitute this in for this y. Lots of 3's on this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't like
Stop
when you say
saying that.
uh-oh.
What's happening?
it's
-3x plus 3x is 0. 9 equals 4. I bet you guys didn't know that. What does it mean if we get some nonsense like that?
just fine.
That means no matter, there are no x or y values that would work. If it's nonsense, so it's no solution. Okay, if
I like that one.
listen, if you get something like 4 equals 4,
All real numbers.
okay, it's not all real numbers because that only applies to one solution, one variable problems. Okay, if it's 4 equals 4, it basically means it's like the same line. And that means they have all these solutions in common. So I'm going to have you guys put, if that happens, infinite solutions. Which is not all real numbers because there's also these infinite not solutions. Okay, it's a little more complicated when there's 2 variables. It's not just no solution or all solutions, but does that make sense? I don't think the evens have one of these
We only gotta go to 14.
for today, yeah. Well, I'm gonna add on tomorrow.
Have you guys ever heard the tale of Dr. Terrarius? Dr. Terrarius.